To my YouTube channel, and at the same time welcome to my TikTok page. If this is the first time visiting my channel or watching my video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, make sure you give me a follow on my TikTok account. It's very important because I'm going to be releasing different kind of videos on JAMB preparation, WAEC preparation, NECO preparation. I'm going to be giving you live and direct questions. That's just it. But let's just focus on this now. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to balance a chemical equation in a very simple way. There's a very simple way. Then this is just an example, and after the examples we are going to move on to solving UTME questions as well that actually have to do with balancing of chemical equation. Now if you look at this first question I'm having here, this question is actually a type of decomposition reaction because a bigger compound is being split into smaller compound, and also what the molecular element that we have here. So now look at this very well. First thing I have to do is just to draw a straight line here. Are you with me? Then list out the elements that are present in the reactant side. I'm going to have it to be potassium is here, chlorine is here, and oxygen is here, right? On this side as well, what do I have? I'm having potassium, I'm having chlorine, and also what? Oxygen. Very simple. Once you list out these elements on both reactant side and so the product side, the next thing is that you check if there is presence of metal. Yes, we have metal here, right? Then you try to balance the metal first. It's always very important for you to balance metal first. Then look at this. How many metal do you have here? How many potassium do you have here? We have one potassium, right? And then how many potassium do you have here? We have what? One potassium as well. So potassium atom number is actually balanced, right? Then let's just come back here to what? So chlorine, which is non-metal. After the metal, then move on to what? To the non-metal. Then how many chlorine do you have here? We have one chlorine. How many do you have here? We also have what? One chlorine, which shows that the chlorine as well is also what? Balanced, right? Then you go ahead and check if the oxygen is what is balanced. Then that's oxygen. We have to balance it, right? Then how many oxygen do you have here? We have what? 3 oxygen here. Then how many do you have here? We have what? 2 oxygen here. Then how are you going to balance this? Because the numbers of what of atom on the reactant side must be equal that of what of the product side, right? So let's just go ahead and see what's going to happen here. Now to balance this guy, we are balancing towards this side. Why? Because this side is going to have the lowest value. So we are balancing towards this side. So I'm going to have 3 divided by 2 here on this side, right? And one thing that happens is that as far as coefficient of compound or substances in a chemical reaction is concerned, it must not be what fraction, right? So I have to use this 2 to multiply all the coefficients, right? Using 2 to multiply all the coefficients, 2 multiply 1 here, I'm going to have this guy here to be 2, right? I'm going to have 2 here, and 2 multiply 1 here as well is going to be 2. Then look at this, 3 divided by 2 multiplied by 2, this is going to cancel this. I'm going to have what 3. So I need to bring down the 3 here, right? So if you check now, everything is what is balanced, right? Everything is balanced because potassium now is what is multiplied by 2, that's 2. Potassium here as well is also what 2. Chlorine here as well is also 2 now, right? This is also 2, right? Then if you look at this, 2 multiplied by 3, that's what? That is 6. So oxygen is what is 6 here. Then here as well, 2 multiplied by 3, that's basically what? That is 6. So it is balanced, right? So now let's go ahead and balance the second one. This reaction is actually a type of decomposition reaction because this is an hydrocarbon. It combusts in the presence of oxygen to give us CO2 and also what H2O, right? And it's very important for you to know that the product of combustion reaction is always CO2 and also what H2O. Now let's go ahead and balance this question. So similarly, I'm going to draw a vertical line here, right? Then list out the elements here and there. I'm going to have carbon here. I'm having hydrogen here and also what oxygen. Here I'm having carbon, I'm having hydrogen and also what oxygen, right? Now how many carbon do we have here? That's what 4. Then how many do we have here? We have what 1, right? So I have to balance it. Although I have to go ahead and balance the metal first, but there's no metal here. I just have to balance what my carbon. You understand? I'm balancing metal except what hydrogen. Hydrogen and oxygen is actually the one I'm going to be balancing last. Then let's just go. So here I'm going to balance this guy here. This is 4 multiplied by 1, right? So if I had 4 here, right? That basically means I've already multiplied this one, the one here before by 4. So carbon is down 4 now, right? Then let's go ahead and balance hydrogen. Hydrogen is what is 8 here, and hydrogen is what is 2 here, right? Then I'm going to balance it. That's going to be 8 divided by 2 because I'm balancing toward this side. That's 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2, that's going to give me what? That's going to give me, that's basically, we're going to have it here. That's 4, right? So this is going to be 4 because 2 multiplied by 4 now is going to be what? Is going to be 8, right? So this is 8 and this is 8. Then let's go ahead and balance the oxygen. And don't forget that by adding 4 here, it has already changed alters the number of oxygen, right? And look at this very well. How many oxygen do you have here? I'm having just 2 oxygen. Then how many do you have here? 2 multiplied by 4, that's basically what 8. Plus how many do you have here? That's what? That's 4, which is basically what 12, right? So I'm having 12 oxygen here and 2 oxygen here. So I'm balancing toward this side. So I'm going to pick 12 divided by 2, that is what 6. Now I'll put 6 here. Then multiply this guy out by 6. This is actually what? This is basically 12. So I will check, is it balanced? How many carbon do I have here? I'm having 4 carbon, right? And how many do I have here? I'm having what? 4 carbon. Balance, right? Then how many hydrogen do you have here? I'm having what? 8. Then how many hydrogen do you have here? 2 multiplied by 4, that's what? 8. Balance, right? Then let's go ahead and check oxygen. How many oxygen do you have here? 2 multiplied by 6, that's what? That's 12. Then how many do I have here? I'm having 2 multiplied by 4, that is what? 8. Then plus 2 multiplied, this 2 does not affect it. Then plus 4. This 4 affects, because this 4 affects both the hydrogen and also what? The oxygen. So that's going to be what? 4. 8 plus 4 is what? Is 12. That one as well is also what? Balance. So now let's go ahead and answer different questions on JAMB that has to do with how to balance what? Chemical equation. So, and if you have any question that you want me to balance, maybe you have been trying to balance one questions, just enter my DM, drop the question in my DM, and I'm going to help you to balance it. Yeah, no matter how difficult it is, because you have different methods of balancing a chemical equation. It's very important, and I hope you guys actually understand this, because this is the art of stoichiometry. I hope you guys understand it. So that's just it.